I like to think of things that make me happy. It's cheating, I know. Going straight for happiness by remembering some happy memory. Not waiting for circumstances to give me a random cause of happiness. I whip up some on the fly with a good memory. Here's one I want to tell you about. When I was a boy, I dressed up as a hobo. Not because I was a little weird, but because it was Halloween. This is a true story, so I'll try and paint a clear picture in your mind because I want you to see it as I did. I was 10 years old. I had been trick-or-treating for about 4 square blocks in our nice, neat, middle-class neighborhood, and I had a pillowcase full of loot. That was in the days before parents cared what amount of candy their kids consumed, and I took full advantage. I was riding a soaring sugar high, Baby Ruths, Snicker bars, peanut butter cups. I was in bed all snuggled into the top bunk, which I loved because from there I could look kind of down and out the window to see our driveway and beyond to the intersection of 2 residential streets, which was well lit by a street light. It was the perfect stage for what was to happen next. It was past 9 p.m. There were no more marauding trick-or-treaters, or should I say, only the tricksters were about. I heard a laugh and a quick shh. I heard footsteps, and 4 teenage boys crept into the light and set their burdens, for each carried a carved pumpkin, 3 in a triangle formation and 1 on top of the others, like a pyramid. But as they giggled quietly and whispered and fussed with and around the pumpkins, I realized they had our family's pumpkins in that pile. They were all the same size, roughly, and I saw from the carvings that their next-door neighbors on either side had also had their pumpkins swiped off their porches. I was outraged, until I realized we didn't need them anymore. Then I saw the teenagers as bold as big kids who got to stay out past 9 p.m. Then I was fascinated by what they might do next. What they did next was scatter out from under the light and back into the protective darkness with uncontrollable laughter, and then a boom! I saw chunks of pumpkin, large and small, orange and white, tumbling and flying in a beautiful fountain of smithereens. A ball of smoke ringing in my ears, my mother screaming like we'd been nuked. "What was that?" she demanded. I called, "A gang of punks just blew up a pile of pumpkins in the street. Probably an M80, I explained. "Well," she puzzled and then decided, "go to sleep," as if I was partly to blame. I wished I was. I wished I had been running around that group of juvenile delinquents having bold fun with a pocket full of M80s and a box of those little stick matches you used to get at fine restaurants with their logo on the box. The orange and white smithereens got run over the next morning. As the parade of cars went off to work and school, I smuggled lots of M&Ms. Were perfect because they melt in your mouth, not in your hand, and one at a time was a stealthy way to eat them. We'd been warned no Halloween candy at school, but I was feeling as bold as those Halloween hoods, and like them, I got away with it. That's a fun feeling, like you did something a little dangerous and came out okay. No, I'm not encouraging you to rob a bank. I'm just saying to feel that bold feeling. Let it make you happy.